clearly that was two very different halves. Georgetown came out in the second half and came right at us, and obviously we didn't respond very well. We didn't have an answer. They put the ball, they put it inside. They really geared up their defense, and we just weren't very good. I think to me the key stat is the points in the paint. I don't have the right here. 6 points in the paint for them in the first half, 42 for the game. They came at us. They got to the free throw line, and I think they knocked us back, and we never really responded. I was proud of the way we competed in the first half. Not only we played great, but we certainly competed in the second half, though. I was disappointed. But you got to give Georgetown an awful lot of credit for that.
Did they change up what they were doing with Sims to get those guys open inside?
No. They were stronger. They just played tougher. I think they attacked more. Whereas in the first half, I never felt like we lost control defensively. I thought we did a pretty good job. In the second half, they threw it inside. They crashed the offensive boards. They drove the ball. They were attacking the lane rather than playing on the perimeter as much. I don't think they were doing different things. I think they were doing things differently.
First half, you were able to handle that 1, 2, 2, 3 quarters fairly well. Second half, got away from it. What was the difference?
Again, I think they were probably a little bit more aggressive. I think they were loading up on the cross-court pass, and our guards weren't doing a good job of attacking or looking down the sideline. Georgetown made the adjustment. We were going back and forth. They made the adjustment. We didn't adjust to their adjustment.
How much time did you spend preparing for that coming into the game?
We talked about it. It's something we've seen before this year. It's very difficult to simulate their length and their athleticism. Jason Clark, he's special in that regard. I think the very first steal that he got, Danny Munoz, I think, was surprised. Jason Clark can be 5 feet away, and he can accelerate like that, and with those long arms, something that looks open all of a sudden isn't. I think that's something that we haven't seen. It's a better athlete. And obviously, I thought another big thing that they did, they started switching a lot of different things, and that gave us problems.
How did Brewer's absence hurt you guys on both ends of the board?
Well, he's one of our better players. We would have liked to have had him out there, but again, in the big picture, that was what I decided was what we needed to do. How much of a difference that would make, I have no idea, but we're clearly better with Troy and Brown.
Can you talk about their defense on Charles? He only got 5 shots in the first half, and 16 points. Did you see that they were doing something particular to give him a hard time?
Well, they were just paying a lot of attention to him. They're switching out on the screens. They weren't allowing him to get open looks, and then when he caught the ball, they were crowding him. And if he did try to attack off the dribble, there was 1 or 2 guys there waiting. I think Schoaf was the beneficiary. He got a couple open looks early, but they played Charles hard, and they weren't going to let him beat them. And I think you saw a little bit of frustration on his part, forcing the issue at times, particularly off the dribble. We've got to learn to handle that better and have other guys step up. The big thing for us is we've got to be able to somehow throw the ball in the paint. Somebody's got to step up. We had one post-up opportunity where we converted in the entire game. We had a few more chances, but that's hard. We're encouraging our guys to drive the ball, but somehow you got to penetrate that defense. Georgetown dared us to do it, and we weren't
Jeff, you're not too far away from league play now, but what is it at 8-4 that you like about your team as you go forward, and where do you think guys are?
You know, I think we're at a point where we're still trying to ascertain exactly who we are, what our identity is. I know what it has to be because of some of the deficiencies that we have. You know, we can't just play nice and easy. We've got to be smart. We've got to be a lot tougher than what we've played at times. You know, there have been a number of occasions this year where I thought we've done exactly what we needed to do. But in order for us to be the kind of team that we would like to be, we've got to do those things all the time. And we don't. Our margin of error is like that. You know, Georgetown's with their, you know, the way some of their guys are playing and some of their talent. You know, they've got a greater margin of error. So we've got to understand that and to understand that we have to play a certain way and we have to play with a certain toughness. We haven't gotten there. I think we've experienced some success, but then we've also experienced some disappointments. And in that second half, I think, you know, that was highlighted for us.
Given some of those questions that existed coming into the year, do you feel like you've seen more of those moments where you've done what you wanted to do than maybe you thought you would have by this point, or has this overall been pretty solid overall?
You know, to be honest, it's hard for me to just kind of minutes away from that disappointing second half. It's hard to really gauge. I would like to think that we, you know, will continue making progress, but that's going to be up to the players. That's our challenge, and hopefully, you know, we've got the leadership that you know that will respond and accept that challenge and recognize again how we have to play. We've got good kids. They work hard, but you know we have to accept our limitations, know our